I remember the day we met like it was yesterday. It was during my sophomore year in college. I was rushing to a lecture hall after oversleeping. The campus was buzzing with students. I bumped into him while turning a corner, my books scattered everywhere. He helped pick them up. His smile was warm. We chatted briefly. He was studying engineering. I was in business. We exchanged numbers. That evening, he texted me. We went for coffee the next day. It felt easy. Conversations flowed naturally. We talked about dreams. He wanted to build things that mattered. I aimed for a stable career. Weeks turned into months. We spent weekends exploring the city, picnics in parks, late night study sessions. He made me laugh. I felt safe with him. Graduation came. We both got jobs in the same state. He proposed on a hike. The ring was simple. I said yes. Our wedding was small. Family and friends attended. We bought a house in the suburbs. It had a backyard. We planted a garden. Mornings started with coffee together. He cooked breakfast. I handled dinners. Work kept us busy. He advanced in his firm. I got promotions too. Weekends were for road trips. We visited national parks, hiked trails, shared stories around campfires. Life felt balanced. We discuss kids someday, maybe two. A dog first. We adopted a rescue pup. Named him after a cartoon character. He chewed everything. We laughed about it. Arguments were rare. Mostly over small things, like chores. We resolved them quickly. Hugs followed. Intimacy was regular. Passionate at times. Comforting mostly. Friends envied us. They called us the perfect couple. I believed it too. Years passed. Routine set in. But it was comforting. He surprised me with flowers occasionally. I baked his favorite cookies. We saved for vacations, went to the beach one summer, built sandcastles, watched sunsets. It all seemed ideal. Then subtle changes began. He stayed late at work more often. Said projects demanded it. I nodded understandingly, but nights alone increased. The house felt empty. The dog whined for him. I filled time with books or TV shows. One evening, he came home smelling different. A faint perfume. I dismissed it. Maybe from a colleague. Hugs felt shorter. Kisses quicker. Sex became infrequent. He blamed stress. I suggested therapy. He agreed but postponed. I worried silently. Scrolled through his phone once. Felt guilty immediately. Nothing suspicious. Just work emails. I pushed doubts away, focused on us. Planned a date night. He canceled last minute. Emergency meeting. I ate alone. Tears came unexpectedly. I wiped them away. Told myself it was nothing. But intuition nagged. Friends noticed my mood. I confided vaguely. They advised communication. I tried. Over dinner one night, asked about his days. He deflected. Talked vaguely. Eyes avoided mine. I felt a distance growing. Like an invisible wall. Sleep evaded me. I stared at ceilings, wondered what changed. Work consumed me less. I left early sometimes. Hoped to surprise him, but he was never home. Messages went unanswered longer. Excuses piled up. Traffic, meetings, deadlines. I believed at first, then skepticism crept in. I checked his calendar app. Shared access we had. Discrepancies appeared. Free evenings marked busy. My heart sank. I confronted mildly. He denied issues. Said I overthought. Kissed my forehead. Left for work. Doubts festered. I journaled thoughts. To make sense. Patterns emerged. Late nights on Tuesdays. Thursdays too. I decided to observe. Parked near his office one evening. Waited in the car. He exited with a woman. They laughed, hugged goodbye. My stomach twisted. She was younger, attractive, professional attire. I drove home numb. Questions swirled. Who was she? How long? Hired a private investigator online. Felt like a movie. But desperation drove me. Reports came in emails, photos attached, them at lunches, coffee shops, a hotel once. My world shattered. Tears blurred screens. I confronted him that weekend, showed evidence. He paled, stammered excuses. It started innocently work stress, emotional connection. Then, physical. I screamed, cried. He apologized profusely, begged forgiveness, said he loved me, wanted to fix it. I kicked him out, temporarily, needed space. The house echoed emptiness. The dogs sensed tension, whined constantly. Friends supported me, offered couches. Advice flowed. Divorce lawyers mentioned. I hesitated. Memories flooded. Good times outweighed bad. Or, so I thought. Therapy sessions started. Alone first. Processed betrayal. Anger mixed with sadness. He texted daily. Pleaded meetings. I agreed eventually. Coffee shop neutral ground. He looked haggard, remorseful. Explained his side. Felt neglected. Work overwhelmed. She listened. I countered. We communicated before. He nodded, admitted fault, promised change. Counseling together suggested. I considered. Heart tugged, love lingered. We attended sessions, dug deep. Childhood issues surfaced. His insecurity, my independence. Progress seemed possible. Intimacy returned slowly. Trust rebuilt brick by brick. Months passed. Things improved. Laughter returned. Dates resumed, but a seed of doubt remained, buried deep. Then an unexpected call, from her, the other woman she wanted to meet. Curiosity won. We met in a park. She looked nervous, apologized first, then dropped a bomb. She was pregnant, his child, world spun again. She said he knew, ended it after. But baby complicated. I stormed home, confronted him. House sold. Assets divided. I relocated to a smaller apartment. Fresh start. Dog came with me. Walks helped clear mind. Work became refuge. Promotions followed focus. Social life revived. Dates tentatively started. One guy seemed nice. Colleague's friend. We clicked. Laughter easy, but history haunted. I disclosed past. He understood. Relationship grew. Then a twist. I found messages on his phone. Accidental glance, flirty with another. Heart broke again, patterns repeated. I ended it quickly, vowed solitude. Therapy intensified, self-reflection deepened, realized my role in choosing partners, ignoring signs. Growth emerged, hobbies pursued. Hobbies pursued. Yoga. Um, Distries. Yoga. Two dup. Two duppa. Winnie Dappa. Phi. Friends' circle expanded. Travel solo. Empowerment surged. Then another turn. Ex-husband contacted. Years later, baby was born. A boy. He shared custody. Wanted closure. Civilly, he had changed. Therapy continued. New relationship stable. I felt indifferent. Forgiven but forgotten. My life flourished. Career peaked. Met someone unexpectedly. At a conference. Connection genuine. No rush. Built slowly. Trust earned. No secrets. Happiness returned. Authentic this time. Lessons learned hard. Relationships require effort. Communication key. Betrayal scars but doesn't define. I moved forward. Stronger. Wiser. The end wasn't tragic, just real. Life's twists shaped me into who I am today. And that's okay. I always thought our marriage was rock solid. But looking back, cracks were there early. We met in a coffee shop near campus. I spilled my Latin in his shoes, apologized profusely. He laughed it off, bought me another. We talked for hours. He was interning at a tech company. I worked part-time at a bookstore. Dates followed, movies, dinners, long drives. Chemistry sparked, moved in together after 6 months. Shared expenses, cooked meals. Argued over TV shows. Made up passionately. Proposal came during a storm. Power out. Candles lit. He kneeled. Ring from his grandmother. Wedding in a backyard. Rained lightly. Guests danced anyway. Honeymoon in the mountains. Cabin cozy. Hiked daily. Loved deeply. First home a fixer-upper. Painted walls. Fixed leaks. Laughed at disasters. Careers advanced. He designed software. I managed teams. Evenings unwind with wine. Discussed news. Planned futures. Kids tabled for later. Travel first. Europe 1 year. Backpacked trails. Asia next. Street food adventures. Bonds strengthened. But work stress mounted. His deadlines tightened. Mine too. Intimacy waned. Blamed fatigue. Weekend getaways helped. Spa days, massages, rekindled sparks, friends hosted barbecues. We attended, smiled brightly. Inside, routine dulled edges. Small irritations grew, forgotten anniversaries, unwashed dishes. Brushed off, then he joined a gym, said for health. I encouraged. He toned up. Compliments flowed. Jealousy flickered, dismissed it. He texted more, smiled at screens, asked who. Colleagues believed him. One night, lipstick on collar, classic sign. He said from a hug, office party, nodded, checked laundry. Perfume lingered, different scent, heart pounded. Confronted casually, he denied, laughed it off. Tension rose. Sex felt mechanical, distant. Suggested counseling. He resisted, said unnecessary. Arguments escalated, doors slammed, silent treatments, made up eventually. But resentment built. I confided in a friend. She suggested spying app. Felt wrong, but installed secretly, location tracked. Evenings not at office, hotel nearby, stomach dropped. Photos from app, him with her. Brunette, smiling, rage boiled. Planned confrontation. Dinner ready. Evidence printed. He arrived late, sat down. I presented folder. Face drained color. Stuttered. Admitted affair. 6 months. Emotional first. Then more. I threw plates. Screamed why. He said I changed. Less affectionate. Work focused. Countered his absences. Blame shifted. He left that night. Hotel stay. I cried alone. Dog comforted. Called lawyer next day. Divorce initiated. Assets frozen. House appraised. Friends rallied. Sleepovers. Wine nights. Stories shared. Similar experiences. Strength found. Work performance soared. Distraction helped. Dated casually. Apps swiped. Few connections. One persisted. Artist type. Creative dates. Museums. Picnics. Laughter returned, but trust issues surfaced. Questioned whereabouts. He grew frustrated. Ended amicably. Therapy solo. Unpacked baggage. Childhood abandonment. Father left young. Patterns revealed. Attracted unavailable men. Vowed change. Hobbies expanded. Gardening club. Book groups. Socialized more. Met him at a reading. Author event. Discussed plots. Coffee after. Slow build. Friendship first. Dates followed. Honesty key. Shared pasts. He had similar scars. Ex cheated. Bonded over healing. Relationship blossomed. No rush. Travels together. National parks. Camped under stars. Intimacy meaningful. Trust solid, then twist. Ex-husband remarried. To her. The affair partner. Invited to wedding. Declined politely. Felt closure. My life fuller. Career shift. Started own business. Consulting firm. Thrived independently. Resilience built. Future bright. Love real now. No illusions. Just effort. Daily choices. Happiness earned. Not given. That's my story. Raw. Real. No fairy tales. It started innocently enough. We crossed paths at a networking event. I was presenting on marketing strategies. He asked a question during Q&A. Smart, insightful. We chatted after, exchanged cards. Lunch followed weeks later. Professional at first, then personal. He was married, I was too, but sparks flew, ignored them, focused on careers. Meetings increased, projects collaborated, late nights at office, coffee runs, laughter shared, boundaries blurred. One evening, rain poured, shared umbrella, hands touched, electricity surged, kiss happened, regret immediate, but thrill addictive, continued secretly. Hotels booked, excuses made, husbands unsuspecting, guilt gnawed. But passion overrode. Months passed, emotions deepened, love confessed, plans whispered, leave spouses, start anew. But complications arose. My husband grew distant, suspicious perhaps, his wife too. We paused, reflected, decided to end. Painful goodbye, focused on marriages. Counseling attended. Efforts redoubled. Intimacy revived. But memories lingered. Then, unexpected. Pregnancy test positive. His child, panic set in, told him. He freaked. Wanted abortion. I refused. Kept it. Husbands confronted. Mine devastated. Divorce ensued, his too. Custody battles. Messy. Courts involved, he supported financially, but emotionally distant, raised child alone. Challenges mounted. Sleepless nights, work balanced, friends helped. Babysitters hired. Years later, child thrived, school started, milestones celebrated, dated sparingly, trust broken. One relationship stuck, single dad. Understood struggles. Blended family formed, happiness found, reflections bittersweet. Affair destroyed lives, but created one. Child's smile worth it. Lessons harsh, fidelity matters. Consequences real, no regrets fully. Growth from ashes, stronger now, wiser choices. Life moves on. Twists included. Our story began in a library. I was studying for finals. He asked to share the table. Books piled high, whispers exchanged, notes passed, study dates followed. Coffee fueled, all-nighters pulled, romance bloomed. Post-grad jobs in different cities, long distance tested, weekend visits, phone calls nightly, commitment strong, he relocated. Job switch. Proposal on a bridge, city lights twinkling, wedding elegant, venue overlooking water, honeymoon tropical, beaches walked, sunsets watched, home established. Apartment downtown, noisy but vibrant, careers demanding. He in finance, I in law, evenings debriefed, wines sipped, plans for house. Suburbs appealed, saved diligently. Purchased eventually, moved in, decorated rooms, hosted parties, life hummed. Kids discussed, fertility checked, issues found, treatment started. Stressful process, injections. Appointments, hopes dashed repeatedly. Strain showed, arguments frequent, blame unspoken, intimacy clinical. Then he withdrew, worked longer. Confidence boosted. I noticed admiration from others. Jealousy stirred. Phone buzzed constantly, glances stolen. Password changed, suspicion rose, hired investigator. Reports confirmed. Affair with trainer. Gym buddy. Photos explicit, heart shattered. Confrontation explosive. Denials first, then admissions. Said I was distant. Fertility obsessed. She was fun, no strings. I filed for divorce. Assets split. House sold, moved to condo. Therapy essential, grief processed, anger released, social life rebuilt. Dates awkward, one clicked. Doctor. Kind eyes, shared losses. He widowed young, bonded deeply, relationship progressed. Marriage eventual, adoption pursued, child joined. Family complete. Twist came, ex remarried. To her, they struggled with infertility, irony stung, but pity replaced anger. My life fulfilled, no bitterness. E, E, happiness mine, earned through trials, resilience key, love possible again. Better version, it was a chance encounter at a concert, crowd surged. We ended up next to each other. Sang along, beers shared, numbers exchanged. Dates ensued, parks walked, museums visited. Laughter constant, moved fast, engaged within year, wedding beachside, waves crashing. Vows heartfelt, home in countryside, quiet life, gardens tended, animals adopted, careers flexible, he remote worked, I freelanced, balance perfect, adventures sought, road trips spontaneous, campsites found, stars gazed, bonds unbreakable, then pandemic hit, locked down, tensions rose, space limited, irritations magnified, work from home blurred lines, arguments petty, made up creatively, intimacy spiked, creativity flowed. Post lockdown, normalcy returned, but he traveled more, job demanded. Loneliness crept, video calls sufficed, but disconnect grew. Strange charges on cards, hotels not business, questions asked, excuses given, doubts seated, friend tipped off. Saw him with another. Bar downtown, intimate, investigation personal, followed one trip, hotel lobby waited. Saw them enter, room key shared, devastation hit, flight home alone. Packed his things, locks changed, note left, divorce served, he begged. Explained addiction, sex compulsion, therapy needed, pity felt, but trust gone, moved on. Therapy group joined, survivors shared, strength gained. Dated mindfully, one stood out. Therapist himself, ironic. Boundaries clear, love bloomed, marriage solid, no secrets. Life rebuilt, twists taught caution, happiness authentic.